Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product? After finishing the full product, we looked back at our preliminary task and saw the massive difference between the two. For our preliminary task, we only used 4 shots: the panning shot, 2 over-the-shoulder shots, and a medium shot. We later researched the different types of shots and the camera angles, camera movement, and how and when each one is used. For example, the close-up shot is generally used to show emotions, and the long shot is used to show the location. We used everything we researched, including an establishing shot to show the initial location, a tracking shot, and a close-up shot, both in the flashback. We learned the importance of perfection. We saw how rushed films look, and we also saw some really good films. So we knew we had to get the location and lighting perfect, as not everything can be improved with contrast. Luckily we had good lighting in the house scene, and the 2 scenes outside were filmed during the day, and the natural light was enough. We had to use props and costumes that made sense in each scene. For example, the suit for the cop, as he's going to work and needs to look smart, and a hoodie and tracksuits for the criminal, as he just got out of prison and doesn't have any money to buy clothes, but also doesn't want to stand out. In our preliminary task, our acting was unprofessional and the script was written in a very short amount of time. We decided we would use the same actors for our main work, and with a big push we performed well. Also, for our main piece, we did about 4 weeks of research, writing the script and planning everything before actually starting to film. Unlike the preliminary task, which we spent a day planning. When filming the preliminary task, we filmed each shot once and worked with what we had. For our main task, we filmed each shot until it looked perfect. We had a bit of help from a friend, so he helped us decide when we're done with the shot. When we went back to edit, we saw we couldn't use a lot of the footage. For example, the point of view from the GoPro, but also a lot of other footage. So we checked what we need to redo exactly and refilmed those bits. This taught us the importance of checking back the footage before moving on to the next bit. Overall, we learned a massive amount. We started with very low knowledge of how films are actually made and a step-by-step process. Throughout the project, we learned just how hard making a film is. It took us about 3 weeks to make 2.5 minutes worth of film, so we can only imagine how much work goes into making the whole film.